What's culture for us? We are what I can say modern men. We're not like our counterparts in the 1800s.
That in itself, if that's not based on good conditions, whether you are from the mother or from the father, it's gonna get detrimental. It's not gonna be. There are some people that are raised from the mother's side. They are growing good. Some people are raised from their father's side. They are growing good. So I don't think it's really a matter of I'm from my mother's side or I'm the father's side.
But then again, but the father is the head of the household. Plain and simple. But at the end of the day, that's why we change the idea. I'm sorry if you come for me, hard. That's why we change. But it's going too far, I'm fit. The edges, the eyelashes, you know there's makeup for men, dog.
That's crazy, bro.
Like makeup for men. There's makeup, like bros wake up in the morning, dog. Mascara, but better the makeup on fit. That man was spanning fit. Kiboni like a whole buff guy.
Is that guy not gay, man?
Nah, that guy has a girlfriend in Akwati fit.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another awesome episode of Bro to Bro to Bro. Ladies and gentlemen, today in F2, we're back with the usual setup. Man, it's been a while, guys. It's been a while. Yeah. I'm glad to have you niggas back here on the set with me.
I'll tell you, but you know,
guys, in F2, this past weekend it was Heritage Day. Not this past week, it was Heritage Day. The whole month it's been Heritage Month, So we've been celebrating cultures. We've been seeing a lot of different cultures, and especially on Heritage Day, we saw a lot of different people.
There's a lot of people there.
You feel?
That was crazy.
You feel?
Yeah. I even saw one of my roommates there.
No.
He was the one who was having the crowd there.
The crew,
even that flare Morocco.
You feel? Yeah. So I really want us today to get into the topic, like what's culture for us. We are what I can say modern men. We're not like our counterparts in the 1800s. In the history of our cultures. So I really want us to get into detail, like what is culture for us, But before we get that started, man, let's just give the floor over to you guys to introduce yourself.
Okay. Sharp video green sharp guys, it's your boy Khosi on the mic, pretty boy Khosi on TikTok, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, X, Akioda.
Facebook,
Akioda.
Yeah. Our gents, this is Nati. Yeah, I'm back with the gents again. Yeah, Mara, it's gonna be a banger episode. It's gonna be a banger of an episode, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, gents.
Sure.
Gents, F2, growing up as a black child in F2 in South Africa, you were exposed to different types of cultures,
Sure.
And especially our own cultures in F2. There are a lot of things that we notice as we're growing up. You can maybe your parents getting in touch with traditional healers, family gatherings and all that, and fit to their specific roles. And also, like we touched on it a bit in the last episode where we were talking about masculinity, patriarchy and all that. Like a form of it exists in our cultures. So I really want to ask you guys in F2, what is culture for you guys? How do you interpret culture in 2025?
Culture is art. Culture is pride. Culture is who you are.
True.
We have different individuals, like people who have things that they call street culture. We have ngamala twizy leboneke culture.
True.
Mara, culture is pride. Culture is basically what you firmly believe in, something that if anyone can come to you and question you about it, you will stand firm and be like, this is who I am. You know. So yeah.
That's culture for you.
That's culture for me.
Yeah, and I also gave like a similar definition of that. It's just what you believe in, who you are, and like you said, there's a lot of cultures out there. There's not just the traditional
ones.
culture that people are used to. There's street culture. There's spinning culture. There's the trip culture. You know, there's a lot of cultures out there. So it's just basically a part of the community where certain people can be in those spaces and express themselves in those spaces.
Sure.
Like, for example, we have the traditional culture where people wear certain type of clothes to represent their tribes and all of that. But then there are those people that their culture, you'll find them in those places. People like Batripa. There's also the BMX culture.
True.
It's
a way of life.
There's a lot of cultures out there, man.
So basically what I'm getting for you guys is that culture is it's the way we live. It's our way of life. That's what culture is.
Sure.
And it reminds me of this conversation that I was having with one of my lecturers in class. And he said that culture is it's not just the clothes that we wear, man. It's the very language that we speak. Like, I'm sure you guys have had experiences where when you're in different groups, you find that the people there speak differently, man.
There's a different
like even if it's the same language, Rabon, they just have a certain way of how they are saying their
words and stuff like that.
And it makes them unique. And for them, it's their identity.
Sure.
So now I'm thinking about, because right now we're sitting here and we're English in faith. I mean, when I post videos on TikTok, a lot of people like to bash me, like, in fact, why are you speaking with a twang? Like, I don't even know. I didn't know what, I had to Google that.
But I'm gonna because when you said that growing up you were in mostly in the white schools also. That also is an influence for how you are speaking right now.
Like, what I wanna know now is like kind of like the stigma around it, bro. Like, some people would say that we are losing touch of our culture for the main fact that we are speaking English.
True that.
The first assumption they get in their mind, this one is coconut, this one. So I want to know, like, for you guys, how do you perceive that, and how do you overcome that thing of like being perceived as a person who's uncultured just because you speak a certain language like English?
Yo, that happened to me a lot, you see. Sometimes it's not even a thing of, it's something that you choose for yourself. Right? Like, my mom and dad, my mom is she grew up, I can say she grew up like in a city, but she's from let me say she's from Taung. She's from rurals. The time out of Kuruma and Fito. Batswana street, 100% in Fito. Blood and skin Tswana, 100%. No, na sharp. Yeah, they got married and all of that. But I was about Cape Town, what you call. So now I adapted to this Afrikaans thing. Afrikaans is the first language I learned. The first language I could speak fluently, Afrikaans. From there, English, because of school, obviously. I was in grade 2, I remember. And my mom was like, Aishem, I've had it. And it seemed like it's my fault for not knowing my own mother tongue, you know. Like an adult asks me like, and I'd be like, excuse me, like verstaan you nie? Like, you see, like, like a basic question like that.
True.
Like, so like in the taba rem fito, and I'm like a June holidays, I was in grade 2, dog. I was there, dog. I learned Tswana by force, you know.
I
had to, you know. And it's not even a thing of it's my fault, you know. It's what situation brought. To my parents, being successful is key. Nah. But losing your culture and where you come from is something else. I'm not saying they lost it, but you have to go home. You have to, because Tswana ba translate to temolodi ba kholo bantse ba phela mfethu. Wabo. And how can I distance a lebon to lebala melodi wabo? Yeah, so basically saying, Ejo, you need to find the way of life and your tradition while your parents are still alive, because if they pass on, you won't know anything, or if you distance yourself from them, you're going to forget. Wabo. So now, yeah, I'm here and in fact I can't speak my own language. At school, Bo Heritage Day, primary school, Udamina White School, we wear English, people are wearing Xhosa, people are wearing in fact,
your fairly son.
What are you wearing? It's a Xhosa dress. Not mbato. It's a Xhosa dress.
So even how you are saying it doesn't have that, it loses that value.
Straight. But
it hits deep, no?
In jail straight. To the point that I was like, me, I'm going home, Joe. I want to find out, I have roots in Botswana, I have roots in Namibia. Started visiting them left, right, and center. Today, you sharp and like in fact, I know my backgrounds, I know my roots. That's why I stand for what I have. And I stand for who I am. Because sharp, it may not have been your fault that you don't know I'm Tswana or I'm Xhosa, but I'm I'm Ubai or whatever. But then, as you grow, dog, you need to
it's your job.
Because now imagine if you get married and stuff like that, Babo. So, modern day, it contributes deeply, dog. Like, you lose yourself, basically, because your roots are basically who you are. You see?
True.
Yeah.
So, I get what you're saying,
Sure.
And I also think that is also linked to the fact that some of the households that we live in, there are not many male figures that are going to instill that culture.
Sure.
So sometimes it's a challenge as well. Like, you find a certain situation where you don't know who you are. You are there,
Sharp.
but you don't know where you come from, and it's not necessarily because it's your fault, but sometimes there's just not that many.
There's no structure
within the holiday. So you know, something I also learned is there's like some sort of a thing that some kids, like some parents do when it's like holidays. They say, "Go, let's go fishing in."
Holidays, vacation.
That on its own is a startup of you knowing your roots and all of that stuff. So I think also those also affect her.
Yeah.
You know, man, you said something there, Mfithu, that really scratched my mind a little bit, where you were saying that for your parents, success meant that in some way they like lost some touch with their roots. And it got me thinking, like, Mfithu, we can't deny the fact that we are trying to be successful in a white-owned world.
Yeah.
Like, the majority of all the industries in the world are controlled by white monopoly, man. That's not something we can debate. And that means for like the standards and all that, even the language we speak. Why are we making this podcast in English right now? Yeah, fine, we can say that it's because we want to connect with a larger audience. But we are in South Africa. Why is connecting with a larger audience using English?
Yeah.
I'm sure there are other languages we can use.
I mean, there are other 11 languages out there.
So like my thing is, in our pursuit to be successful within this mostly white-owned economy, we turn into white people, basically.
Yeah.
Like, we adopt their culture, American culture, British culture, French culture. It depends which part of Africa you're from, because we've all been colonized by different countries, you feel. You adopt that culture. Like this one lecturer of mine, Dr. Felix Awung. Where is he from?
Cameroon.
Yeah, man, and he speaks French. And he was telling us in class the other day that someone in his family can't even speak their native language anymore. Like, that's how French is like deep into them. And I'm like, so this thing is not only in South Africa, it's not only happening to us. It's a thing all over Africa, all over the world, where you find that in your pursuit to be successful in this economy, in this world, you have to somehow let go of your roots. And a product of that is our parents are pursuing that success, and then they in some ways neglect teaching us about our roots.
Yeah.
Because it's not our fault that we don't know. But it's also our job to know, to go back, get to know, get to find out.
I get you.
So I think if it's like at the point we can get to is going to the mountain in faith. Because that's something, say, it's debated, dog. You hear some people say, nah, I don't want to take my kids there.
Yeah.
Some people will say, like, if you don't go there, you're not a man.
Yeah.
You feel? And I really want to know, like, which side of the coin you guys fall. Are you, like, for going to the mountain or no going to the mountain in 2025?
What's your take on that one?
Mfethu, this thing is simple, Mfethu. You know, we have different tribes, we have different cultures now. I went to initiation. That's who I am. You know, I can say my neighbors didn't go from back home. That's who they are. They don't believe in going. You know, don't get anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with being initiated. Nah. Yeah. It's very nice. It's nice there. Even MT said it there. Braai every weekend, you know, it's the best. Nah. But like in modern day age, I mean, it's important for me. It's important, you know. And I always tell my sisters, I'm the only boy child at home. So I always tell my sisters, like, your child is next in line, wabo. Wana go aya down fit. La ka gana la ka reng ke nna malome wa aya straight, wabo. Ke nna ke bona ngeleso sharp. Bo malome ba ka maybe bana ba se hands on so re. Ba fana ba botle ba tlo ya ba, wabo. That's why we tell her, this one went, that one didn't go, that one went, and then my other cousin who's in Cape Town now went, wabo.
Now, do you feel like because like now we're talking about your sisters, right? Your sister would have a child with another man, let's say from a different tribe. Do you feel like now you'd want that child to go to Tswana initiation, whereas maybe they are Zulu, the father is Zulu? How do you deal with it in that situation? You let the father do it?
Sharp. In that situation, but to me, I see this thing as being like this now. Not only the initiation thing. Sharp. I see it as being like this. What your father are, that's who you are. Plain and simple. You know, that's my point of view. Don't come for me now in the comments. If your dad is Tswana, you are Tswana, you know. Like there's this other colored girl, dog. Like colored. Like you see this girl, she's colored, smooth, colored, dog. And I'm like, so are you colored, like 100% colored? She's like, no, I'm actually Tswana. I'm like, you Tswana? She's from Daniel Scale. I'm like, you Tswana? She's like, yeah. How are you Tswana? She's like, my dad is Tswana. My mom is colored. I grew up colored, but I'm Tswana. You know, I felt so proud, like, no, for the fact that she knows that what my dad is, that's who I am. Wabo. So, yeah, if that's the situation, sharp. Malome o na le voice mara mfethu ka se ke tlolwana le timer. Timer stlolo sa ka mfethu so.
Cuz that's actually a dope conversation though, man. Like I get how when we're talking about Malome mfethu. It's saying that we are on the side of the mother, the mother's side of the family. Yeah. So now I want to know, is the mother's side of the family more important than the father's side of the family when it comes to the children?
Personally, I don't think it's with the other side. I just think if the family, the coming together of two families, that in itself, if that's not based on good conditions, whether you are from the mother or from the father, it's gonna get detrimental. It's not gonna be. There are some people that are raised from the mother's side. They are growing good. Some people are raised from the father's side. They are growing good. So I don't think it's really a matter of I'm from my mother's side or I'm the father's side. But it's a thing of if that family, the coming together of two families, it has good intentions and strong foundations. Family is family.
Yeah, but yeah, you have to balance it out.
Family is family.
You know, because sharp. You have to balance it out because I'll share like bo lebok and stuff like that. So yeah, like how we book and stuff. And sometimes you hear people say mukitokolante, ne, and then nakiwa khama, like kokobo time ma. But then again, kokobo mama ma. But the father is the head of the household. Plain and simple. Setswana se re mosadi o tshwara thipa ka bogale. Mara at the end of the day, re ke tlhoga lelapa. Ka se we change the idea. I'm sorry if you come for me, Makhadi, because we change. Yeah.
Now we agree with you here, man. Maybe somebody there who's watching the video.
They'll come for you in the comments.
Because also culturally speaking, man, like for the instances where you have somebody being raised by the mom side of the family, it's usually an instance where the father didn't marry the woman. Like in my instance, dog, like when my dad died, he wasn't married to my mom. So that gave this weird little situation where now I technically have to be raised by my mother's side of the family. Because I can't, because there's no lobola that took place there or any like ceremony. So now,
may I ask on that, like as a man, what do you, like the both of you, what do you guys think is your role? Let's say, as you said, like because your dad didn't lobola your mom, but like Sharp, you being the man now, since your dad unfortunately passed, what do you think would be the role of a man? Like, put yourself in these shoes. There's a ceremony happening at home. What do you think is your role as a man at that specific ceremony, whether it being Mpabadimo, Lenyalo, Mara Sharp, whether it being whatever, what do you think is your role? Mo emeng teng no, like untso le tisetso also lo yana untso lo nkosi so ha o tsena go event tenda go something go gae role ya gagwe ke a ke yana o tlhabang a o ikaeletso re nna ke nna diamond or
truly speaking, Vitsu, there are different roles, man. Like I'm not that versed into the nature of the specific roles and how you get to be that.
Sure.
But I do understand that there's a certain hierarchy in families. Like you can do this, you can do that,
you can't do that.
And also you'll find that Baba Tlaba, it's most of the time in the family is the guys who got the money. Like if you really peep it, if you really peep who are the guys who are putting in the work, and then the guys who are doing like kind of like I wouldn't say like necessarily scrappy work, but like the other, I don't want to do that work. The guy who got the money to get like that's normally how it is, dog.
That's true. Because also there's like you said, you'll find that person is the one that's actually helping that event take place in the
event. Sure. Even like culturally, like going back now in our culture, like the rich niggas back then would be like who had cows and shit. So if we're having a family event, you bring the cows. I mean, would you want somebody else to kill that animal or you?
Hey, Mfethu, you bring the cows, you bring the what? Give them number lo make it like a tlaba Mfethu. I wanna put tongue save. I can like a tlaba on street. But then again, Sharp. You have to. I think this is where respect comes in also. Bruh, you can be a cheese boy, you can be a breadwinner, you can be what? Man. It should be a thing of you having respect for the one who is like who has power within the household, you know. Sometimes your uncle knows way more than you do, whether you like it or not. Maybe not academically, maybe not when it comes to finances, but when it comes to your culture, he knows way more than you do, you know. And I feel like you just have to respect him to that point. Sharp, or maybe malome dam fitu ke motho o ratang black so mo khasele wabo. Mara at the end of the day ke maloma ga go mfitu ka se kganetse diamond mfitu ke malome. So I lo re ke wena o tshwaretseng event le ka zaka gago. Mfitu mo fly platform ke space sa gago. At least respect ile gore because now she ba mfitu. Shapa lenyalo no. Lo tla ka dikgomo da. Khomo ya tlhabiwa da. E tlhabiwa ke wena. Mfethu e tlhabi ke malome. Sharp, you might smile. Sharp, mfethu, thank you for the money. Re zamile man. Mara mo piluna man wa buwa street right. Letting ane antlwaela entleke. O bo ipotsa gore wa manyalo anu a sa last.
So do you think that also has an impact in like families having grudges with that person, or
Yeah.
every time when event, there's always that squabble nyana.
In fact, not even with that person, but like among each other, dog. You might find like family members beefing each other.
I mean, there's always family beef, you know.
There is always family
Which family
beef.
doesn't have beef for real?
Exactly, dog. There is always family beef, dog. And from my perspective, I don't want to say things that are out of pocket, but from my perspective, the current day and age has driven our people so far away, our family so far away from each other, dog.
Sure.
Like, bra siblings, basic siblings, mfethu. You grow up sharp. Let me make it plain and simple. Do you speak to your siblings every day?
Nah.
Do you speak to your siblings every day?
Actually, yeah, I do.
The relationship
First-
is still close.
Yeah,
Close.
It's close. Like first, it wasn't that close, but yeah, now it's growing.
Sharp. Mfethu, your siblings are your supporting structures, mfethu. Those people are there with you. And in the current day and age, one thing is dividing people from each other. Finances. You see, it's that simple. Simple money, mfethu. I'd say I am a breadwinner because I live in PTA and I drive a Mercedes. So, akazi kifunle batho ba ko kai kai. Batho ba ko Mthatha. You see, I can't call people there every day because now I'm living that life. They call me while I'm in the office. Don't they understand that I have work? You see, time they're just trying to have a basic conversation with you. You see, so in fact, I'm gonna speak all day.
Now, Mara, that's really important there, dog. Because honestly speaking, in today's society now, I really feel like the family structure, to the way we are used to it, it's being broken apart. Man. Like no yana to marriages don't last. Honestly speaking, that's not even some kind of stereotype we're making. Nah, like honestly, it's scary, bruh. It leads to us as young men now thinking, hey, man, maybe I shouldn't get married. Cause why, Mfethu, when you see so many men go through the process, get divorced, get half their stuff taken, and it's like, Mfethu, it seems bad for the men if you think about it. And also like this whole thing of like the society the way it is, dog, would you hook up culture and all that, and to people not being loyal. I don't know if it's the media that is in some way influencing us to think these ways, but like people can't stay together, and because of that the family structure is broken. You have kids basically raising themselves, dog. The mother is maybe present, might not be, but the family is split, dog. Like that, a child needs both parents, a mother and a father, to guide and raise them. Now, the chances that kid is gonna grow up and be something meaningful in society when they are raised by one parent, like statistically speaking, they're very low, dog. Like if you think about it, like now I was raised by a single parent. I like to say I'm one of the successful cases, you know, where I actually turned out good. I'm fine. I'm still growing, Mare. Where I'm at now, I feel like I'm good, and my mom did a very good job. You feel?
Same here, yeah.
And I think I like to think about all the other kids who I grew up with who also came from like single parent households, and in fits with like their lives are very different from mine, bro. Like I know homies who do messed up things, and like when you really peep it and you think about it, it all boils down to that maybe lack of a father figure, or the mom not being there. Like it all plays a part, man.
It does, and I think also social media also does play a part in that. You know, because like I said, some people, they don't know where they come from. I might say guy. So you find that they are exposed to these things online, and they tend to adopt things that people say online. Remember, some people are just saying what's on their mind.
True.
It's not necessarily true.
G-power.
So yeah, that's right. So they are saying, people are saying what's on their mind, and other people mistake those things as
the way it's
supposed to be. Now the problem is that they can't now take what they've seen on social media and then have conversations to say, nah, so. Okay, maybe social media is saying this, but what do they say about this thing back home? So it's also a thing of, especially the youth, it's very disconnected from their parents and stuff like that.
True.
So we tend to just take things that the way they are from the social media.
We think for ourselves.
Yeah, we don't have conversations with it. Now I see things the way they have conversations to challenge those opinions that people are saying. So now you find someone is following what is being said on social media, they fall into these things, Next thing, you are in those situations. Yeah.
And also something if it's so that can be like a result of lacking father figures in faith. So it's this whole notion of men being sassy, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's a whole trend in today's society that men are sassy.
Bro,
What do you guys think about that?
Now that you bring up that, dog. Sharp gents. We know this thing of guys need to take care of themselves. Like, we see it like sharp. Gents, take care of yourselves. Love yourself. But it's going too far. The edges, the eyelashes, there's makeup for men, dog.
That's crazy, bro.
There's makeup for men.
There's makeup, like bros wake up in the morning, dog. Mascara, but better the makeup on feet. I'm not spanning feet. Kibone like a whole buff guy, man.
Is that guy not gay, man?
Nah, that guy has a girlfriend in the in feet. Damn, man. Watch all that.
James, are we doing makeup now? Y'all didn't tell us, man. What did he?
Makeup.
What was this said? This wasn't mentioned in men's conference.
And I said, I'm not saying anything that I'm hating on gays. Nah. Sharp. It's honestly speaking, Faith, you must be proud of who you are. Nah. It's your sexuality. Be proud of who you are. I have nothing against gay people. Now what I'm trying to say is, dog, think about this now. Let's say your grandfather, your father's father, was still alive, and you call yourself a man. You are going to get married. You are going to be someone's father. You are going to be someone's grandfather.
That's to show my age.
When someone needs help, dog, when someone needs help and advice, they're going to come to you as the head of the household.
Yeah.
Now, busy at the edges, modernization.
But also, you have to give the people they have the right to express themselves the way they want to do it.
Plus, we live in freedom.
Yeah. So I also think you have to think it from the sense where just because a man does edges doesn't necessarily mean that doesn't make them any less of a man. Young child. You may find that they do edges, but when it's time to I
want to know that because this guy said niggas now do edges, they do makeup. Like at what point is it now a thing of it's too much? Like what are we gonna do now? Like dress as women also, but like, and I'm still a man, G. Like yeah, type shit. Like for real. At what point is it like, nah, dog, you might actually be homosexual.
Like you might actually be a female.
You might be closeted, because that's what people like saying. It's like you're an after 9. Like at what point are you like, yeah, if you're expressing yourself, ne? Mare also we are mindful that a lot of people who started out like that ended up going to the other side. Not to say that that's a bad thing, Mara, like we have to be honest in feet.
Sure. Wait, I think this differs from person to person. Like me myself, I can't wear short. When I wear short pants, it would be a thing of I'm forced to wear short pants. Though I only wear shorts either when I'm in my room, because I'm like sharp, getting enough hair, like, or when I have to go to practice. When I'm practicing, because it's compulsory. But me wearing a shorts and being like, let me go to class. Or let me go to the mall. straight.
So,
Yeah,
so I wanna try and get what is wrong with wearing shorts?
You see,
On a-
dog, I have this belief. Even some people at home have this belief that a man doesn't wear short pants.
why?
Even in court,
Damn, gang.
in court, the court of law, you can't wear shorts.
No matter it's cold, gang. Like,
It's being disrespectful.
what do you do
if
when
you
you go
wear
to the
shorts.
beach?
If you go to the beach, is an exception. It's an exception, dog.
Yeah.
Come on, bruh. You know
Damn, bro.
Wear what you want to wear, but I can't wear shorts.
Like you're trying to tell me in your whole high school, primary school life, in fact, you never wear shorts.
Primary school, I was forced to wear shorts, summer uniform.
Damn.
Yeah, summer uniform, term 1, term 4. Yeah, I was forced to wear shorts. High school, I never wore shorts.
Damn.
I never wore shorts.
Man, maybe I'm the coconut gang. I love shorts, bro. Like in high school, maybe it was because I was at a predominantly white school. Okay, not predominantly, but it was a white school.
Yeah.
And there the culture is the niggas wear shorts. You know what's that stereotype, khaki brookies or whatever.
Yeah, with the Phillies.
Yeah, but that was the thing, bro. I used to rock them shorts, dog. Put my socks all the way up, let them hang. Day after break, let them hang to my knees. Bruh, that was nice.
Yeah, but it differs from person to person. But like with me, dog, that's just one of the, like a basic key factor that I'm saying. Like, dog, I can't go out and be like, I get it jades in fit, give me shorts. Like, I can't.
Mara, like, I want to know, like, what's the culture behind it? Because there's no cultural, like, significance to it. If we think back to our culture, especially as black people in South Africa, I mean, our ancestors were not wearing pants, bro.
Yeah, they didn't have pants. They did not have pants.
So is this now an aspect of how much modernity has influenced you
How
to not
modernization-
liking shorts?
Yeah, how modernization
Because,
has...
I mean, back then we were basically naked, bro.
Yeah, clearly. But
mean,
like,
yeah.
dog, one thing, dog, you see one thing about me now, I like to take like baholo, like adults from home as examples. And I haven't seen my uncles rocking shorts, dog. They're always ready to work. They're always there in their overalls. Unless if they come from work, you know, like the offices and stuff. But like, they're always like in overalls. The boots and feet, like they are ready. Like Nagana, I'm trying to go back home.
Don't you think it's a thing of we as men, we are constantly working, especially when you grow up. Like when you're no longer a small boy now and you have responsibilities. You're always working, bro. Like if you think about your dad, he's probably always busy.
Yeah.
So that's why he's dressed in attire that is
ready for action.
because he's always working. But right now, I mean, I'm sure your dad, if he's not working, man, why shorter there, chills there.
Yeah, to chill, it makes sense.
So you're saying to chill, not.
But I can't go. Me, I'm saying I can't leave the house and go to the streets. Get a short. I mean, I'm better than the entire.
Yeah, man, I'm featured at the heritage event, and on a very little that.
But I have a question again. Do you think that men that grow up in the villages are more manly than the guys that grow up in townships and urban areas?
Okay.
Because maybe the city life is a bit easier compared to the village life. Does that now tip the scales on what is a man? How do you say, I'm a man, I'm stronger than this one?
I think it depends on your definition of what is a man, dog, of manhood. Because honestly speaking, dog, our society shapes us, bruh. Like you can be the man in the village, and then you get kokasi, and then like you're messed up by two little ladies there with a fake gun. Now, like, are you really that man? And no, Yana, you like maybe you were confident in the village. No, Yana, you get to the kasi, you see other men there who are strong. They can cause damage. Now you're no longer that confident man, and you're. So are you still
the man,
or like what is it? The thing of context.
I get you. What do you?
I understand what you mean. That's actually key. You know, that's very pertinent because, in fact, taking it away from the man for a bit now. Just a little key factor, you know. Back in my grade 8 year, nah, people used to be like, "Hi, we're now cheese boy, man." Like, cheese boy, Then I go to another place, "Hi, bow boy." I go to another, you abo. So like, cheese boy, what's a location?
True.
Get idea, figuring out, abo. What's a location? Okazoni cheese boy musentini. Ba balwa dampi. Auna jiwego nompi. Go khaya le na di M2. Nika bua le manyano mongwe so nthaure ex ya gago na le M2, ex ya teng 19 na kwa tentle. Utlela. So like cheese boy what's a location? Like
True.
And then again, being a man, according to what you just said, what's a like ka location, because nagana no ole mokazi. Like for instance, you like you, and like you're the shit in your cousin. But then you go to the village and now it's time to go fetch the cows from the field. And you're there with your Adidas slides, dog. Like, it's far.
You speak English. And then that was me, like back in like I think there was some sort of a lobola happening. Obviously, me, I'm Kulele specifically. So going there and seeing how life is there, having to collect water, you're losing all of that.
It's traumatizing.
Not to saying no, I can be hands-on. I think that's the one thing I love about me, that even if I don't know much, but I'm willing to learn and I'm hands-on. And even there, I was hands-on. You know, all of that stuff, and I got to learn. So I also saw that I feel like I was relaxing, chilled. But when it's time to work, that's when you start seeing the difference.
Yeah, that now this is what a man is in. Is a lockship. And this is what a man is at the kayas.
I think that brings us to an important conversation, man, because Chance, let's be honest, we live in 2025, man. The world is capitalistic. The world is run by money, Chance. The world is run by money. So truly and honestly speaking, in today's society, what makes you a real man? That's your ability to make money. If you can make a lot of money, you're a flipping good man.
But does making money also buy you values? Does it buy you morals?
I mean, not necessarily.
You can be. There's. I think there's a difference between a man who has money and a wealthy man.
Mara, let's talk about this, dog. Like, how do you get the money? You have to be exceptional at something, right? You're a good man at something. Maybe you play soccer. You're a good man at soccer.
There are many ways to make money, and some ways are not
to be proud of.
Mara, won't you say, like, in the historical context, nah? Like, if you were in our hunter-gatherer days, like, the thing that made you, like, have appeal, dog, is your ability to hunt, to get the food, the sustenance for your family, for your people. And that's what heralded you as a man, bro. Like, let's check this other tribe, this Hatabe tribe. Where is it? In North Africa. Like, the men there, all they do is hunt, bro. Like, the ladies do everything. Back home, they are making the houses, they are feeding the children, they are cooking the food. The man go hunt. Correct me if I'm wrong. The men go hunt. So now in today's society, what are we hunting? Like, what are we hunting, bro? We're hunting money, right? That's the provision that we need for this life.
I get what you're saying. But then again, money is just one aspect of being a man. It's not the main. It's not the. How can I put this? It's just one aspect, man.
Let's be honest, dog. Like, society is very cruel, bro. If you don't have money as a man, you feel it, bro.
I'm not saying money is not important.
You said something about, like, in your family where we'd have issues in the family because of money. Like, you won't be respected if you don't have it, bro.
I get it. Nah, I really do. But as I'm saying, money is just one aspect. There's so much more to being a man just having money.
True that.
There's the, I mean, even if you can look at it in context of relationships, there's a guy that has money. They try him for his money, but they're not gonna stay with him. You know, so
it depends what you want. What if that's what I want? What if I have money and I'm with this girl and I know it's transactional and I don't care?
Nah, sometimes it's not even like that. Sometimes guys are trying to find love, but hands are just with him because like, hey, Chomi has money. Chomi, did he buy you the food? Let's share. So I get what you're saying. You know, I mean, sometimes being a man is not all about the money. It's less about the money. Sharp. Being a man is basically being a provider. As seen, as you mentioned in the hunter-gatherer days, like men used to hunt and women would do the rest. Being a man is being a provider.
It's also the ability to lead.
Yeah, to lead and sustain your family. Being a man is being a protector. I think masculinity plays a key role on this, you know. A man should know when to do something and how to do it, you know. You should do things at the right time and the right way, you know. As a man, you can't want to, let's say you have money now, and there's a problem at home. Are you gonna solve every problem with money?
Not every problem is solved with money.
Not every problem is solvable with money.
As much as they're saying, money can't buy you happiness.
I mean, dog, I'd rather be crying in a Lambo, bro.
You'd rather cry in a Lambo than not know how to slaughter a simple chicken.
I can pay somebody to slaughter the chicken.
You are the uncle, but you're not slaughtering the chicken. You have to pay some.
You know, while we're on the topic of money, gents, I want to talk about lobola, Are you guys gonna get married, pay lobola, or are you guys part of the fat and set group?
I never. Mine is plain and simple. I said this before. I'm going to continue saying it again since it seems like it's a law that is placed and it's drilled into our country. A man is the head of the household, and I am not taking any woman's surname. I'm not taking lobola from any woman. Ke nna ke ntshang magadi, ke nna ke bonang Mbali, Palesa, Translation: I am the one who sees the flower in another household, and I send my uncles asking them, please go to that household and ask them if you can pick that flower for me. Not the woman saying she saw a flower at the man's house.
You're the flower.
And then next thing, I can't fit. That's why even I said this last time, guys. That's why even you find, let's say a man gets married to a princess, you know, from a royal family. That guy who's getting married to the princess will take the position of prince or duke. If his wife becomes queen, he'll be a duke. He won't be a king. You can't be the man at your woman's house. You are not the king at.
True.
So I'm taking I'm not taking the surname of my wife. My wife will be taking my surname or my future wife, and my kids will remain with my surname.
Because it seems like he's taking the surname, boy. Of that heart. You guys remember that episode where he was talking about the heart? You take the surname, boy.
No, boy. I agree with him.
I'll judge you if you take your own.
Not because you judge me.
You don't want lobola.
No, I must.
You don't want 10 cows. How much do you think you're worth? Like, I get what you say, you don't want it, Mare. Let's say hypothetically you were to take it. How much do you think you're worth?
I can't even think about that, man. I'm priceless. So.
Like if they had to put it on you, like, whether you're not worth a cow,
I get it. I don't even want to mention it. mfethu ke tshwanetse ke di oketse at least ke di pushe ha ke batle go bua the price I'm willing to take out because now batho ba tlo go charge so yeah ke nna ke tshwanetse ke tlo go spana ke tlo go that's why ke tsenang varsity
But I mean, if I had to suggest a number, it would be 100 trillion, Baba. Yeah, trillions.
So you can be bored.
No, I'm just saying if it were
That hard from the video there. If you're watching this episode, that you know who you are. This guy was confessing to you in the other video. He says 100 trillion in. He's all yours. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it from Bro to Bro. Let's end it there, man. Catch you guys in the next episode. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, man. And you heard the guys, but Lady handles up on social media, right?
Sure.
Like Tisetso Konyane 0404. Tisetso Konyane _ 0404. That's my birth month and birth year.
Okay.
Tisetso Konyane 0404 on all social media platforms. Yeah, get it.
We are.